Yo, what is going on? It is Thursday, March 19th, 5:51 p.m. Today we did take a trade. It was a long, again, I think it was a very good trade, but unfortunately this was today's outcome. I no longer have the screenshot because, the day started 5:51, so yeah. So all accounts are down about 4 grand this year again. All accounts are down around $800 to $1,000. I think 1,000. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and make this video long because I feel as though this is the same feeling as Tuesday, that L that I took on Tuesday, as to where I think it was a really good trade. Unfortunate, but I'm not going to give up. Just going to keep going. Let's go over today because it was another trade that I really wanted to take, and I want to speak about why I did not take it. So coming into the day, I mean, look at the dump, bro. Like, there's no reason you should be bullish. Like, all signs were to be bearish, right? But, however, there was some solid bullish PD raise. You know what I mean? I'm PD raise. I'm sorry, jaws on liquidity. Originally come, so like, yeah, look at the higher time frame. Like, clearly just bearish overall. So look, we have this 4-hour wickless low. This is what I don't get really. Like, why does it say? Hold up. Why does it say like this was the daily low, but the wickless low's in here? So like when you go in the 4-hour, there's like a big ass gap. I don't really know, but whatever. That wickless candle is 4 hours, right? So look, right at open. Where's open? We dump off, right? And I'm thinking, cool, like, this 4-hour wickless low. This is going to be like our draw on liquidity. Bang. Take this shortest inverse down here. Go break even right when we confirm this as an order block. Just looking for this to dump down, right? We never got that. Cool, we open up a 5-minute. We tag the 5-minute. We start displacing down. Cool, right? But what did I notice around this time? We have this internal high right here. We have this hourly gap up here, and there's stronger draws on liquidity above. We're SMT'd at the low with this 4-hour wickless and this monthly low. So if we go higher, that's not ridiculous to say. What I ideally wanted to see, this was my A+ trade of the day. Not A+, this was like my high trade of the day. I called this out in the chat. This trade, and Will actually took this trade. And let's go over why I did not take this inverse itself. So, right. Everything's good behind this. We disrespect this 5-minute. The displacement is fucking beautiful. We are SMT'd at the low, internal and external SMT. This is a really good trade, right? Okay. Ideally, right? Mind you, this is ideal situation. I'm targeting 38 points with I want to say like a 30-point stop loss, right? Granted, you can see in hindsight, this plays out 100%. But this body closure was already 18 points up. So I don't want to see this come down and go back up. If it would have closed within here, like it closed above this body. It closed above the body of this candle. I don't, like, look how high above this body it closed, right? Not only did it close above the body, cool, whatever, it closed above the body. It closed above the wick as well. I don't want to see this run down. I lose conviction if this runs down just because of how high it closed. So this trade doesn't play out for me. Didn't get my entry because of that. That's not bad. I'm not going to be upset about that. It would have played out pretty well though. Limit would have gotten filled, no drawdown. Then we chop around. We had 10 a.m. news, right? Yeah, orange folder. We leave this data high. Where we leave this data high? Over here. But that doesn't mean no significance. We just run around. We then shoot up. I'm like, all right, whatever. We're going to take this hourly gap, not getting an entry after we take this hourly gap at 10:11, 10:10, because you can see this 10:10 candle is fucking huge. And then we shut the bed down. What happens here? This is when my trade entry begins. I like this trade. I'm going to be honest. Boom, New York range, high and low of the New York range. Look at how we perfectly bounce off of OTE. ES is, where is it at? ES is already under this low, as you can see right here. So we're SMT'd now. SMT'd after perfectly rejecting OTE of this range. Look at the fucking displacement, bro. 130 points of displacement. We inverse this upper 1 minute. And then here's what I want to talk about, right? So boom, I set my limit. And I didn't see a fucking second of profit. Also, let's talk about this, right? Here's what I want to show about this trade, which is why you can say it was flawed. But here's why I'm going to disagree. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, so you see this 15-minute gap had just gone inverse to the downside, right? This 15-minute gap. Let's look at our conditions. If we want to inverse that 15-minute gap and continue lower, we're going to continue lower. While inversing that 15-minute gap, we left this 5-minute gap, which we strongly displaced to the upside, showing we don't want to go lower. To me, that 5-minute showed a good condition. I seen my entry. We had, look at this, 1 minute FVG, strong displacement, perfect OTE rejection. Internal SMT, yup. Okay, I got all that down, right? So we have the strongest drawn liquidity remaining. We have the SMT with the perfect rejection of OTE. We're in clear bullish order flow. We inverse the highest 1-minute gap. This is a good trade to me. I'm sorry, but this is a good trade. We just seen this style of a trade play out. I'm not going to really talk much more on it. This was a really good trade, and I ended up losing. Now that my accounts are down $1,000 each, I think I'm going to have to end up risking up, bro. I'm holding myself back by just sitting on these accounts and not making money on them. So it's going to be time to just put more money into it and body some shit, bro. So, yeah, I'm not losing faith. I'm not losing confidence. I'm not mad at it. It's fucking annoying is all that it is, but I'm going to keep going. And with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be trading from home. Peace, love, positivity. So yeah, I think my trade today was great. I'd take it again. I'm not mad at it. Nothing to be mad about.